What's happening, guys? What's happening? It's your boy Marcelino. We're back. I hope you guys are enjoying the content that's been released on the channel. We're back. I hope you guys had a brilliant weekend this weekend. Let's go, man. I'm looking forward to this trading week. I'm really looking forward to this trading week. Let's run through our page real quick, see exactly what can happen. Okay, let's run through our page. Just give me a moment. Okay, so we usually start with DXY or the USD uh, index. Okay, so this is the USD index. What I am seeing from my point of view right now is that we closed this last previous candle that we came into this key level right here. You can see that we closed it bearish. We were struggling to break above this level, so I do want to see exactly how we react to this level right now. You can see that we are taking out this key level, so we are expecting bullishness. However, we can react off from this key level based off from how long we just waiting around. Looks like it's been kind of a full day or just slightly under a full day worth of information right here that we can see. Sorry, let me get you guys on the charts. So as you can see here, there's about 1 2 3 4 5, so that's about 20 hours worth of information telling us that we're struggling to break above this region. Okay, so that's very key to note, that there could be possibilities of DXY actually just pulling back on us and just giving us an opportunity to then start to actually get in on the markets with, if the stuff does sell off. Okay, so let's just look at what the 15M looks like. So you can see the 15M, we had this very strong bullish push, extremely strong bullish push. What you can then see is that price broke out of the trend line, showing possibilities of bearish possibilities of bearish strength starting to come in, or bearish pressure starting to come in. What we then do is we attempt to go higher, we fail to go higher, we do it again and again. So now what I want to see is, because this is a key level in the market that we are failing to break above, I want to see a bearish movement off from this level. And when we do get that movement off from that level, what I will then do is start to then look for buys on opposite pairs and sells on USD based pairs. Okay, so that's what we have on USD. Let me just make sure that these drawings are on both sides, because you guys know from previous weeks how things go when I do switch to both screens. So let's do this and let's see. It's not even the same pair, mate. It's not even the same pair. But yeah, guys, so I don't know. Just give me a moment. Let me just reload my trading view. Let me reload my trading view because it's kind of bugging. I don't know, it's sending me some messages saying that it's not loading. So let me reload my trading view. And then let me go back to DXY. Okay, so here we're at DXY. So you can see right now, even we are getting that pullback. So what I need to do, I need to run through these charts real quick in the next 10 minutes, just because of this 15-minute closing in 10 minutes time. Okay, so I just want to see if price is okay. It does seem to kind of be linked. So now I can share my screen again. There we go. So now you can see it's both DXY4H, but it's perfectly fine. Let's go on to Euro USD. So now for Euro USD, what you can see is this is if DXY was to turn around and show weakness at that level, what we are then looking for is kind of we're looking for. The in and about this level is where we're looking for weakness or at least strength. So you can see we failed to break below for quite some time. We're failing to break below this area. So what you will then be looking for is price to pull back into this region here, or just some type of pullback that you can actually get into the market. And that's let's look at the 15-minute on this end. So now you're looking at the 15-minute. You can see prices failed to break below this area for quite some time. Let's see how it actually reacts. So from this, if we get a bit bullish engulfing, that engulfs this candle here, engulfs the 815 candle, we can then start to look for buys above this level, possibly into these levels here. Okay, that's what we can look for going into like in the next hour or so, if we do get a bullish engulfing. However, if we do break below here, we're then looking for sells. Okay, because then that means DXY is going higher. Let's go on into Euro GBP USD. What is GBP USD doing? Okay, so this is in a range. However, what you can see here is that similarly to I don't know what's going on, but trading view is very slow. This is just so what you can see here is that we're reacting from this key level. You can see that we're getting a bullish movement or from this multiple weak rejections in this region. So yeah, if we do close like this, what I'm looking for is a buy upwards on momentum. Okay, let's go to the next pair. What are we looking at? USD JPY. Okay, USD JPY seems like that bearishness had stepped in already, looking for those sells into this region firstly and then into this region secondly. Okay, yeah, so this is telltale signs that USD is probably going to start coming down. Let's go on to the next pair. So I think Euro USD and GBP USD needs to be marked. AUD USD, you had momentum here taking out these levels. You now have a pullback to about 50%. There is a big possibility that we can go higher depending on this key level here. So you can see you have this. Yes, we dropped. You can see we dropped. We took this out. Or from this key level, why would you be looking for buys? Well, because the dollar is weakening, so I am anticipating buys to the upside. And then also because of this being an extended move, you can see the like the length of the move, basically the amount of space this 4 hour candles covered is quite big. It's quite a lot. Okay, so looking at that and what you can also see here is kind of a break and retest trade, right? And so 77300 will be our first target if buys are confirmed. The only way I'm looking for sells here is if this area of about 76980 is taken out. 76980. So I think we can, let me just do this. Let me mark AUD, mark GBP, mark Euro USD. So we have about 5 minutes to run through the last couple of pairs. Let's see. Okay, USD CHF showing bullishness. That's a bit interesting. Okay, so you can see we failed to break below this. We then shot up on Friday, bit of a pullback. Now showing bullishness. Okay, year two, looking at the 15 minutes, we just broke above a key area in the market. You can see the price has pulled back. There's a possibility of price continuing higher. Okay, perfect. That's what we're looking at right there. Let's check USD CAD. Now I don't agree with this because I'm expecting dollar weakness. Okay, so I'm not trading USD CHF. It's not looking exactly, guys. Yeah, so USD CAD, guys. I'm they moving the screen off because of trading view giving me a bit of problems. But USD CAD right now is looking the exact same as USD JPY, like a possible pullback to then come into a 4H region in and about 2021 1.21 uh 250 anyway in and around there for break and read this level of the 4H, because you can see we moved higher strongly on Friday. Now we're looking to just exhaust or have a correction of that move, and then from there we can then move higher. Okay, so what we will be looking for is anywhere in and about 21 250 for first target if we can get into a trade. So we keeping an eye on this previous or this last 15M candle that's about to close. Let's check out two JPY pairs. So from a 4H perspective, you can see price has been moving bearish for quite a while. So we anticipating price to continue moving because trade be awake with that, keep that in mind. uh so you can see on Euro USD you already had, or Euro JPY you already had that big move down. Even with pound JPY there was already on the 15M, there's already a big move down. So what I'll be doing is just basically considering USD pairs this morning. Okay, so it's gonna be Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, and then USD CAD that we'll be keeping an eye on. And as you guys know, we only take 2 trades a day, so we'll be trying to filter out the best trade. Euro USD is looking really nice right now. uh Pound USD too is looking extremely nice. If we can get a pullback on pound USD, we can then see price move higher. If we, at least in the next candle or in the next 15M candle, if we can get a bit of a pullback, that will be extremely nice, guys. If we get that pullback now in the 13 seconds or so, So the 15-minute is closed. AUD USD is, I don't really like it that much compared to the others. USD CAD is looking very well. So if you ask me, I would go in on, I think, USD CAD and then pound USD. Those are the two pairs that I'll keep my eyes on, guys. I'm waiting for this 1M to close on USD CAD so you can see USD CAD. Let's check it out. So we didn't exactly take out structure on USD CAD. Let me see if we took out structure on. Yes, we did. So I'm favoring pound right now. My first trade is gonna be pound most probably. Going in right about there with a stop of 2 pips, depending on when I either 2 pips or 2.5 pips, guys. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, I'm not in yet. Hopefully I can get in. Fuck. Okay, guys, a trade has been triggered. With a 2 pip stop loss, meaning you'll get a 1 to 2 there. Well, that's a bit of a bummer, right? Our stops is at half right now. Stops is currently at half. We're not actually in this trade. Let's see if we can get like a USD CAD possibly. Even USD CAD left us, guys. Bloody hell, mate. Even USD CAD has left the building. I might be able to get into GBP USD. Let me see if I can get into GBP USD. Let me see. USD CAD left the building. I wonder what Euro USD is doing. Euro USD is so. Sometimes I feel like I always focus on the wrong pair. USD CAD. And this thing has potential to go down, guys, because you can see we formed this. We then attempted to break out. We broke back in. So there is major space for us to actually go down. If we did get into USD CAD, brilliant. I'm looking for a buy right here with a 3 pip stop on USD, on GBP USD. Let me just okay, I'm not in yet. I'm going to be placing my thing at about 135 right there. If I can get in new order, let me see. 8.33 pending order, buy stop 1.5. 41135. Okay, so I have a stop order placed right here, and it has just been triggered at about 135. 135. Remember your stop loss, you should be keeping an eye on half a stop. You don't want price to come back on you at about half a stop, okay? Just remember that. So let me just screenshot this real quick. Okay guys, I'm sure you can move your stop loss to about half now. Physically move your stop loss to half. We in GBP we are in GBP USD. Let me show you guys. So this is what we are looking at. We are currently in GBP USD. As I mentioned, I told you guys the price that I was getting in. So this does meet my criteria now to then move to half. So my stop loss will be in and about 41120 now, guys. 41120. Okay, stop loss 1.41120. Oh shit, man, bruh. Cheapers. That's crazy. Mate, this thing just closed on me. I set my stop loss and this thing closed. That's why I hate trading on the laptop, because I just don't know how. I honestly don't know how. It's crazy. But let's monitor this. So I closed it in profit, which is, bro, and I minimize my risk already. Or in theory, my risk was already minimized at this area, and I'm expecting price to continue higher. So I mean, there's a very big possibility where we could get a 1 to 3 or something on this pair, basing it off from like 4H perspective too. So yeah. So guys, just a bit of a heads up, but when I do live stream for the actual challenge, I won't be on the screen because I will be using my phone. This thing of adjusting stop loss on MetaTrader 4 on your laptop is a bit of a problem. It's a big problem, because yeah, things like these happen. But it's looking like it's gonna be a good start to the morning. Pre-London move. I would suggest, if this thing does end or close very wiki like this, I would just move my stop loss to break even. Yeah, just move your stop loss to break even, guys. Move your stop loss to break even. Just better safe than sorry, since it's pre-London too. Aggressive in risk management, as always. I mean, if you expecting price to go up, it should go up. It shouldn't be playing around. You know what I mean? Okay. USD CAD would have probably get taken out at break even right here now. So a lot of pays are now pulling back. If you did move your stop loss to break even, you would have gotten taken out at break even too. So let me save that as break even. Yep, so first trade of the morning is break even. Break even. Let's see how we react to this level and then better yet this level on the 1M, okay? So those are levels that we need to keep an eye on as price comes to a close, rejecting this region right here on the 15M. So you can see rejecting this region on the 15M. Take a look at what DXY is doing real quick. Very curious as to what DXY is doing. DXY is still moving down. So I don't understand. Why is pound doing that? Yeah, so it's not even close to break even as I mentioned with Euro USD. For some reason, trading view is not with me this morning. It's just bugging up for some reason. So yeah, just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. We took one trade this morning. Let me add this to the chat. Took GU. So that means, what that simply means is that we can actually either take two trades if we want to. So GU is closing very, very bearish. taking out structure on the 1M2 like taking a look at USD JPY. It's looking like we had a very good pullback on USD JPY, guys. AUD USD, decent pullback there too. USD CAD looking like a strong weak rejection, strong, very very strong weak rejection. But I still think because of this move here, breakout break back in type move, that there is a possibility of us continuing down. But now we need to wait for momentum to step back in, especially after a week like this, for momentum to step back in either to the downside or to the upside. Not favoring the upside, although if we do break above this region here, because this is the last structure that is actually holding price. Okay, this is a double top in a downtrend, and yeah, be aware of what that means. That means that the next candle is most probably going to close with momentum on USD CAD. Some the CAD to USD when wise doing will so as you can see, Euro USD is continuing higher. We held structure right here. There was no buying opportunity in after this 15-minute candle because I didn't like the wicks on either end. Okay, so let's just wait for a momentum close above. What is this? Probably you can, if you want to make it around number 21050, but just to be sure about it, it's about 21053. So 1.21053,054. That's where these weeks on the 15-minute. If we get a decent 15-minute close, and this is what trading is about. It's just about waiting. It's 95% of it is patience, guys. 95% of trading is patience, and I think the more you have patience, uh, the more you have patience, the better your trading is. Like if you can wait for a trade, even if you go through a day without trading as an intraday trader or a day trader, that is extremely difficult. Let me tell you, that is I don't care who says what. That is difficult to do. That is very difficult to do. So yeah, some way GBP. Yep. So guys, what I do know is that just give it time, give trading time, give your session time. I mean, I don't just trade London anymore. I trade more than just London. Okay, so yeah, just be aware of that. And yeah, man, like the more you wait for a trade, the more you how do I put it, the more. So okay, see, let me show you guys. So as you can see with pound, a lot of pound weakness coming off from this 15M level. We just tumbled, guys. Took out structure right here. If you want to consider this to be structure, you can, because you can see we had a pullback. If it looks like a pullback, it probably is a pullback. Taking out structure, bit of a small weakness right here, very tiny, and then quick continuation down. Uh, and that's why you don't just take bites, because now you can see the price is actually rejecting this region, this 15M region right here. Let me see what that is on the 1M. So this right here, you can see try to break out one first time, try to break out, we push back down. Second time we try to break out, we push and do one first selling into the, just be aware of that. So you can see we have this level being created here on 1M. We fail to break above it, huge push down. We then push again, taking out this. Somebody would consider that liquidity, who knows. uh and then now pushing down again. We hardly ever closed above this. Look at it, we hardly ever closed above it without coming straight down again. So if we can start to take out structures here to the downside, we're looking good, man. Then we are really looking good. Then you can start to see price actually coming down. But then that means that TXY should then be going higher. But you can see, so multiple weak rejections or from a key level right here that has been created where price has failed to break. I'm still not too convinced about this thing just going higher all of a sudden. I mean, we're failing to break above this multiple times. So there we go. We're going higher. Looks like we just came to come grab liquidity below these lows right here, below those lows. And when that happened, he closed to be nicely, which is really good. Looking at the 4H, there's no juice in that. Like, I don't know if you guys understand what I mean. Like, just in this last like 16 hours, there's nothing really going on. Like, we're failing to even push higher. So it is kind of like a consolidation type thing. but you can see that price is pushing down strong. And as I mentioned, on the 1M we probably broke that structures for sure. We broke this and we broke that. So what you're gonna be doing now is waiting for a pullback, and then we can sell it down. That's what we can be doing, buying out in terms with this. In terms of buying into it, kind of complex because you don't want to be doing that necessarily. So yeah, just be aware of that. Pound is tumbling. That means USD JPY should be moving higher. Okay, so you can see 3 week rejections. AUD USD should be coming lower. There we go. Double top. USD CAD should be moving up. Okay, USD CAD. Let me see how this thing looks on the 4H. I don't like it that much. Swiss franc. It's actually looking very bullish. USD Swiss franc is looking very bullish. Look at this corrective type move. We push out. That is this. What do you taste? But if you expect this thing look like it's just flying, guys. Like it's just moving. AUD USD. At least it's not tumbling or like the way USD if you just fly. Pound is probably doing that though. Yep, pound is out of here. Pound just took out that key level in the market. Mm-hmm. So let's see. What is this? This is a 4H key level. Check Euro USD. I think Euro USD. If Euro USD look like that, then that means DXY look like this. Oof. Both sides. We really just spiked both sides, guys. We spiked. Consensus of this morning, same thing. So you can see we actually, what we did was we created a level on the 15 minute, we pushed down, broke that level, came back, break and retest of this level right here to then push down, engulf in this candle, although there's a big ass wick to the downside. We still engulf in the candle before that, and there's still a possibility for this 4H to still continue pushing down. But then again, if you're looking at this 4H compared to like most London 4H candles, which is the 7 o'clock candle. You can see it's quite tiny. So this might so then and without trading. It's important to watch just 4H 50 frames to be able to gauge what is happening on all time frames. Uh, so it's interesting, very, very interesting now, because what I want to do is keep an eye on this. I don't understand how USD JPY is going up when this is going down. And the reason why I want to keep an eye on this is because if you look at this movement, it's very corrective in nature. So you can see candles, and this is going to wait for price to actually show what it wants to do. So you can see this is your correction on the dollar, and it's at a key level too. You can throw it like that if you want to. I don't really use trend lines, so I don't know. I'm just looking at the type of move that's happening after the big move right here. So after this big move up, we hit this key level, we're failing to break this key level, we're in a corrective move. The next move should be an impulse move, but which way is that impulse move going to go? If you're looking at this previous 4H and you're saying if this 4H is more likely going to be the same color as the previous 4H, then it should then be bearish and we should get a breakout of here. Uh, and then we should see price going down for a bit. So yeah, if we do break on the trap, is able to trade exact pay quite closely. But then there might be like a USD JPY that you can trade or something like that, where I just like to have multiple confluence. Like looking at this, like just looking, this looks so clean in terms of you see a push down. We have this like kind of double top. I can't say in a downtrend because it's not really a downtrend. However, you have this push down. It looks like it's overextended. You now have this pullback to about 50%, and then you expect this candle to then make its move higher. What are we doing? We get this retest right here. We just got this retest, and look at how uh, the 4H 15, and then 4H. So now you can price him. Price failed to go lower. We then took out that lower high right here with this move. And guys, this is based on the structure video that I showed you guys. The basic structure video is not even the complex. We then pull back to get a what? A retest, and now we are currently retesting this level. And what is this level to? This is 50% of the previous 4H candle. And a lot of times, guys, I want to tell you guys this: if you can go study the chart, you can go put in like so many hours to find this out. But I can tell you, just go study it. Find it 10 times, find it 20 times, depending on how much times you want to see it. But more often than not, after you have a momentum candle like this on the 4H, you'll see price pulling back to about the 50% region of that candle before continuing higher. Okay, so I do want to keep an eye on that. But then how do you confirm that it's not just going to continue moving down? That's when you open up your 15 minute chart. When you open up your 15 minute chart, when you open up your 15 minute chart, guys, price action starting to print at you want to see bars, hammer candles, those type of things. Because I do think we can come into like 250, which is about this retest level here, and then it's these levels here, possibly this 3 something. That's where I think we can go into. And then after that, you look at the 4H and you say, okay, is this the retest level? Are we showing weak rejection in this area? Are we showing weak rejection at 250 to then continue our downward move? Because we clearly took this out, this structure level, okay? So that's the way I formulate my trades. That's the way I really just okay, that might remain that just that guys like a free lesson basically. So as I mentioned, more often than not, what's gonna happen if price breaks out of here, guys? Shit, like if price breaks out of here, it's gonna be a happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy days. Because then we have the direction now, and then we probably have like intent. You know what I mean? Where the market's intending to go. So, yeah. Usually, often after an ascending correction, you will see a like intent to the downside. So what you can see is that we came into structure right here at the top. We are failing to break above it for about 20 hours, close to 24 hours, handle failing to be a trader. A upside is price showing to the upside, is price correcting to the downside. Usually after a correction to the downside, an upside movement will happen. Usually after a correction to the upside, uh, or an ascending correction as it's known, downside movement will happen. But you don't want to be trading within the correction necessarily. You just want a breakout. Now price can break out to either side, obviously. Price can break out to either side, and when that happens, that's when you can then start to say, okay, let's look for movements to this way, or let's look for movements to that way. But if my AUD theory is true, then there's a big possibility that we are going to start going up. on AUD, meaning we're gonna go down on even when you're looking at pound right now, you're looking at pound and you're saying, but now we because most probably same break and retake. Mm-hmm. If this candle can like close with momentum, then we're looking at the trade on the next 15 minutes. Then that's what we will then be looking at. If this 15M can close with momentum, I'm definitely jumping down to the 1 minute. Let me see how the 1 minute looks. Had we taken out structure already? Nope. We did not, but what you can see here, show higher low. Good. Look at this. This is what we're doing. Yep. And there we go. We're breaking structure. That is good. Why did I draw this? Because you have a low. We're supposed to have a lower low in a downtrend, but we're failing. Oh, brilliant. Just broke structure on the 1M. That is wonderful, guys. That is wonderful. So now all we need to do is just close like this, get a pullback, and then we can not just take it up the year, but we can take it up to there. I think I'm gonna be targeting 250. 250. Yes, I will be targeting 250. Where do I show this? Let me do this. On, bro. Trade review can't be bugging like this. Not now. Not when I need the trade. So there's about 30 seconds left. So you can see that's the low. Failing to make a new low. What do you expect? A new lower high. We then also took this out. So let me note that there too. There you go. That's not a bad close considering it comes from there. Multiple weak rejections. I think price is gonna go up. I think after the price breaks this area, price can continue higher. That's what I think. But let us first or higher lows look forward. I think this is something that you could consider, even though momentum is not in the market as of yet. You want momentum to step in on the 15M before you do anything. I think this is something you could consider. This is definitely something you could consider, guys. Uh, yeah, that's something you could pull back that you in terms of think I'll be taking this trade per se. I would rather wait for 15M momentum and then enter on that momentum. So I'm waiting for this 15-minute to close and then thereafter look for a trade, okay? So you can see even Euro USD starting to push higher. That means DXY probably closed lower, and I don't. Hmm. DXY closed very strong to the downside. Very strong to the downside. There's a ton of potential of this thing moving higher now, guys. There's so much potential for this thing to just move higher. Yep, a ton of potential for AUD to go higher. Where is that thing? So you have this key level being created right here, right now. You have that being created in the market. What you can see is that price failed to break above this area for quite some time. So you're expecting when price continues to break above, that momentum steps into the market. You have your stop loss below here. You also have DXY weakness. I think a 3.5 pips stop is perfect. Uh, is this the way I trade though? Not necessarily, guys. So I'm not too sure if I do want to get into this, because we could just spike me in and then get out because the momentum isn't there as of yet. So let's wait for the momentum to confirm itself on the 15M and then start to look for buys. Let's wait for this momentum to come into the market. But what you can see here is a area was created in the market. We're rejecting this area very nicely. If we can get momentum on this candle, this current 15M candle, you can then have this as your TP1 and then 250 as your TP2. Me, I would be considering, where's that price drop thing? I don't even know where to find that thing. Do you find it here? Where do you find that thing, eh? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, here we go. I think it's price label. So you're looking at about right there, 250. This is what I'll be targeting. That would be my target, guys. 250. Just because I like the round number. It's structured right here. Anywhere in and around 250, and then it's on the 4H. It's about that retest level that has been created. It's in and about that level there too. Okay, so that's why. So there's multiple confluences. 477 So let's just see if we can kind of do something to find entry. If our entry formation does form, we can then take it up. If it doesn't, then oh well. So we'll jump onto a next pair and look at, or even wait for the next 4H to then close, and then see how what will be personal, or personal growth. That's what I'm gonna call it. You can call it personal growth, or what how would you, something like that. I don't know, I need ideas, guys, like in terms of so there we go. In terms of like, what do I name that playlist? Do I name it personal growth, or do I name it personal development experiment, personal development experiments? I think that's, so then I'm gonna do 30-day increments of a ton of like things that I want to do. So right now I'm gonna be, because I feel like I've picked up so much weight. I weighed myself this morning and I could not fathom what I weighed. I'm gonna be tracking my macros to eating a bit cleaner, not necessarily eating super clean, but eating a bit cleaner, still coming in at about maintenance level in terms of calories. So I'm not going to be eating like in a caloric deficit necessarily. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I also want to like kind of take out all of those empty type calories. So the amount of coffee that I drink, I want to take it out. So I only want to drink like 1 to 2 cups instead of, I don't even know how much cups of coffee and tea I drink in a day. And all that really is, because I add like milk or cream or whatever you want to call it, I add that to my coffee. It adds like calories to it, and it's really empty calories. If you're drinking coffee that's black with no sugar, I don't drink sugar. So with no sugar, you don't have any calories in that thing. Shit, you can drink multiple cups of those things. And then I also want to get back on fasting within this 30 days. So started fasting yesterday. I can break my fast at about 10 o'clock. That's when I can go get my first coffee. And then I'm going to get that first coffee. And we should then be A for the way, man. A for the way. Keep an eye on AUD. This is the only pair that I'm really interested now in. There might be other pairs where I'm going to look at it and say, oh, I could have looked at this, but this one makes a lot of sense in terms of 4H, in terms of 15M, and in terms of 1M. But now on the 1M, what you can see, let me just show you. What you can see on the 1M right now is this is the high that has been created. That's higher than that high, so a higher high. We are failing to break this high right now. I would like price to break this high to then show us that we have a momentum candle on the 15M. If we can close with momentum, we could, guys. If we can close with momentum, we really could. Just need that momentum, man. Guys, is there like a mouse, like when mouse like a mouse for computers that has like heat in it, so when you use it, it heats up your hand? Because this thing, it's hella cold outside, and now I'm getting like cold af. I'm not even kidding, like I'm really really getting cold. So yeah, man. I think this is gonna be a really really good trade. So what you can see now is price is pushing. Just give me a moment, guys. I'll be back. Shit, that time I have like AUD is looking lovely, guys. AUD USD is looking extremely lovely. Let's see if we can hopefully we can get in. Hopefully it just lets us in, guys. We just need that pullback to create that wick. That's all. Just give us the pullback to create the wick. It's gonna leave us behind. It's going to leave us behind. It's going to leave us behind. Shit. It's going to leave us behind, guys. Didn't even give us time to enter. Definitely didn't give us no time to enter at all. Shit. Well, that's problematic, isn't it? I can still see a break and retest, like if we can come down to here. Anyway. Anyway, in and around this region. If we can come back into this area, get that retest, we can then enter on the black line where price will then out. So that is what we're looking for. You can see price is currently pulling back right now. Okay, there we go. Hopefully price comes below that black line so that we can actually okay, price is currently at that level, guys. Price is currently at the level. So what we need is for price to go lower than that specific level. Possibly give us a break and retest here. So it lines up with like structure on the 1M. And then we can place a like the order, we can place the stop order anywhere in around here when the week starts getting created. You can see there's still 10 minutes left on the 15M. It's looking really good. So yeah, okay, there we go. I would like price to get into that break and retest level. I think I'm gonna place it at 110, guys. If I place it at 110, something like that, I think we can go like a 2.5, 2.5, maybe 3 pips for safety. I think 3 pips for safety. Purposes, we can adjust it if price does come into there. So let me just see what would. Okay, let me adjust this to what I did, guys. So it's 110. That's 090. And then this should then be. That's what we are looking at. That's what we're looking at right now, guys. So you keep an eye on half because you don't want price to move below half, okay? Don't want price to move below half of this. You're expecting momentum to come into the market. We entered with about a half, um, stop loss. Okay, I'm keeping an eye on this. I think I'm about to close it, guys. Yep. Okay, so we closed this out at. I wasn't even able to take a before screenshot. It's wild. We just got tapped in and moved against. So that's that. Let me do this so that I can get the before. Yeah, no, that's wild, guys. But that's what the half stop loss is for, in case you don't move to the upside immediately. Then that should then help. Okay, I should have waited until we actually got into this break and retest level, but yeah, shit happens, man. This was my initial thought process, guys. Under the break and retest level at about 3 pips. That was my initial, because even if price comes into the break and retest level, we will then have like enough space for price to then do what it needs to do, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's see. I might add another sell stop since I took a break even on, or buy stop, sorry. Might just buy this thing right now. Okay, so I got in at about 110. My stop loss will be at, oh wait, oh, do you see guys what I mean when I'm trading on my phone? I'm fast. Shit, man. Things are just much easier for me to do. 250. If we catch like half a stop here, we calling it a day. That's it, guys. Uh, yeah, I think we can move this down a bit to 13.5. There we go. That's what we're looking for. 245. I think this could be a really, really good trade. I mean, could also be a very, very bad trade that I entered twice on. But who knows? The only way you know is to actually take the trade. But I feel like if I follow my risk management, it's never really a bad trade because I'll just have to do a tiny bit to actually. Let me see. We're very close to half stop loss, guys. Very, very close. Now it's not a physical stop loss, but it's a mental stop loss. Once price, as you saw in the previous trade, once price actually gets there, what I do is I close the trade. Why? Just because what's the point of holding a trade that's going against you? You know what I mean? Damn it, man, I'm always forgetting to screenshot these trades at the start. Let me screenshot this. Save. Okay. So as I mentioned, guys, right now I'll probably just move my stop loss here to just save myself. What's that? 9.5. Yep, 9.5. So if price goes against me to 9.5, I'll get taken out. I don't like the way price is looking, so 9.5. If price takes me out at half, that's the session we lost about. Then we would have lost 0.5% because I'm trading with a 0.5%. I'm aiming to not lose anything more than 0.5%. Okay, so yeah, that's the whole strategy is based on risk management, guys. That's what the whole strategy is based on. If we're going up, we will go up. If we're going down, we will go down. If we're struggling to go up, what's the point of staying in the trade? Like right now, we are actually struggling to go up. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, okay, I am in a bit of profit. If the next 1M candle doesn't push higher to then actually give me like a break even or something, then we'll even be slightly in profit, like in and around this region, in and around between the 0.5% and the 1%. What's the point of staying in the trade? But there we go, baby, there we go. Do you see? Even with like strict risk management, that's capable of doing so. In theory, guys, in theory, right now price is about to float at 1%, right? In theory, what this means is that I'm already at a 1 to 2 because I'm only ever risking half. So think about that. Think about that, man. Think about that. I have the screenshot, right? Yes, I do. And overall, this did make a ton of sense, a hell of a lot of sense taking this trade. It made so much sense. Like, I explained it to you guys, broke it down. Everything is documented as to what I mentioned on the 4H, what I mentioned on the 15M, break and retest. Everything is documented. So I'm not at break even as of yet. just letting you guys know, I would like to see this get tapped before I actually move to break even. I know there's a possibility of price still creating a wick right here and then continuing higher, but I can see that we are in a key level area, so I do want to get to break even as soon as possible. Okay. Would I want this thing to go against me if it moves to break even? No, I would not want it to go against me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even, guys. I'm moving my stop loss to break even, just in the mere fact that if price was to go against me, I don't want it to go against me. I genuinely don't. So I'd rather get taken out at break even. I'd rather get taken out at break even than to, yeah. Boom, that's break even, bruh. Mm, really don't like that's ish. Yeah, ne? Tough, 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 tough. Tough taking a break even sometimes. Really tough taking a break even. So in theory, if price was to now create this wick, what you will then be doing is entering right there, placing your stop below these, and then now the target all of a sudden gets so much smaller, but you're still targeting about 250 for 1 to 2.7.5, 2.75. That's what you're kind of looking for if price was to turn bullish. Okay, but this is a very very good, like, it's a really good trade, guys. I kid you not, I kid you not, I think this is a really good trade. I just don't like price going against me after it's been in profit. Really don't like it at all. Look at AUD, I mean Euro USD, sorry, jeez. Pound is not doing the most, sorry about that. Break and retest, and now we're continuing down. AUD USD should go, yeah, nah, we tapped. But we would have taken myself out at like half a stop loss, so I'd rather not lose anything than lose something. And guys, I'm just gonna go make myself a cup of coffee. I can officially drink a cup of coffee. As you guys can see, it's about 10 o'clock in South Africa. So give me a moment. Let me go make myself some coffee, have this decent cup of coffee, and then, yeah, we can still sit here for another hour and see if there's anything that falls forms. So give me a moment, guys. Okay, so we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. A bit rejuvenated, refreshed. It's cold AF out here. What? I still need to run that 6K today. Probably chose the worst month to actually do this challenge because it's in the rain hella this month. It's in the big cold AF whole month because of winter and all of those type of things. But yeah, people act almost as if when you trade the 1 minute, like everything's so quick. It's quick relative to other time frames, but like you have time to make a decision, you have time to watch your charts. You know what I mean? I mean, imagine if you had to wait all this time. Each of these candles are like 1 hour or even like 15 or 30 minutes to get to 1 hour to then move to break even, and then to think it's gonna go up, but then it comes back against you. Like, bro, nah. that's the thing that I really don't like. So you can see this was our first TP level. I didn't end up taking profits, so stopped out at break even. Wow, wow, wow. Shit happens, man. Shit happens. What I was saying is, so USD JPY, you can see we're failing to break below here. I'm excited to get healthier again, guys. Honestly, jeez, I feel like I've just let go of like so much that I used to do. In terms of just my how mouth and shit. So excited to for you guys the let me add AUD USD break even break even. Those are the trades that we took. Those are what we did today. I'm not necessarily seeing anything right now that we can take, guys. Just to let you guys know, so yeah, I'm probably gonna be calling this they could do some same and then translate that down to the 1 minute. Okay, have a wonderful New York for that self doing 6 kilometers every single go half D, so that means we're sitting negative for today. Other than that, we're looking at really like we're looking good for the week so far. I had one more trade to take because I took 2 break evens. uh yeah, let's see if I can catch that trade later on. If I do catch the trade and it does play out, I'll probably see if I can post it on YouTube. Okay, guys. So yeah, have a great one. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out.